Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast, proudly presented to you by Little Caesars. How is everyone doing? Also, 15% off any online order. Enter promo code SAVE15, code LCFREECC, free crazy combo with a pizza purchase. All right. Hello, Sheer. How are you doing?
Splendid, Michael. You're very loud at first. You startled me.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I told Cody to take care of that. He did.
You're very Your voice is just very masculine.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm tough. Yeah, Rage is messaging me. Buzz off. Okay. Or he's calling. All right, so let's talk about it. Arizona beats Colorado. We have a lot to get to on this show. A lot of really, really good things. Yes, we'll talk about Isaiah Johnson. I'm still amazed at the amount of people that watched Isaiah Johnson today and said, "Yeah, I'm good. No thanks." It's remarkable. But I'm going to say that you got it there, Pam. All right, I'm going to say this, though. First and foremost, this was Arizona came out really, really slow. This is one of those games. Dude, buzz off, dude. That was Rage. Sorry. This is one of those games, though, where you just wanted to be able to get the victory, and Arizona did it. You could see in the last 3 to 4 minutes of the second half that this was something where Arizona was going to be able to take advantage of it. And there we go. And Arizona did exactly that. And then in the second half, they took the lead and they never looked back.
Yeah, I mean, it was a type of game where it's like we both said it to this afternoon. It's okay that we can admit it. Neither of us cared about this game very much, right? It's like let's just get through it as fans, right? Obviously the players and that was part of the concern. Like, hey, the number one in the Big 12 is wrapped up. Number one in the West is wrapped up. What does this game actually mean for Arizona? Meanwhile, you're Colorado with your last senior night home game, all that crap, blah, blah, blah. You knew they were going to come out hot. They came out hot. Arizona came out lackadaisical. Tommy Lloyd got him back on track in the second half, and that's that.
Yeah, and then you look at it, too. I mean, the effort was obviously not there, and the effort was obviously not there to start out the game. And there are a couple things that annoy me. The one thing, I'm not going to answer your call, Rage. I'm on the show. Give me that money, though. The thing, though, that I'm going to look at, though, and I'll come back to is that Arizona in every single game should absolutely win the rebounding. Should win the rebounding margin. It didn't start out that game, and that's exactly the way that it is. You got to be able to do that, but at the end of the day, Arizona also basically kicked the crap out of them in the second half, so they emasculated them.
This was very Iowa State-ish, right?
Yeah.
Like Arizona comes out, they're not rebounding, they're not all that focused. All of a sudden, they realize, hey, if we rebound and focus, we'll win this game. I mean, they wound up winning the Glass by 5 tonight because they won 19-10 in the second half. I mean, they didn't. Again, and a lot of those were effort rebounds. Like they just didn't care very much, and I don't hate them for it. I get it, but it's like it would have been cool if in the last game of the season they just wiped just killed them.
All right, so let's talk about there's a lot of good things to take away from this game, and we need to talk about the freshmen first. But more so than anything, we need to talk about Mr. Koa Peat. This is the kind – listen, when Koa – and I've said this from day one – when Koa is a difference maker, Arizona is next to impossible to beat because they got so many different – Koa was an absolute difference maker in this game, and when he plays like that, Arizona is very difficult to beat.
I'm going to tell you a story, and I'll try not to name names, but everyone has been talking the last few days or week could Koa come back for another year? And you're like, you need to text someone close to the program and just ask already. Get this crap over with. And the person answered to me, and they said, Koa has a bad few games or struggles for a month, and people think and forget that he's the dude that dropped 30 against Florida, right? He's not coming back. And then it's funny, just the timing of it is funny. He goes out tonight, and he just absolutely dominates that game.
Well, in all fairness, the person, and I like the person very much that responded to you, but I will say this, though. Koa is projected to go 19, though, or whatever. He's not projected.
For now.
Right.
For now, he is.
Right, yes. Okay, so that's what, like I said, yes. And Mr. Tyler Warden puts it very well. Koa is a difference maker against teams like this. What he does in the second and third weekend matters. Absolutely. I mean, that's very, very well put. Now, the other one, too, Braden Burries. Braden Burries is the best player on the team. At this stage, I think it's very difficult to not make that case. The other thing, too, that Braden Burries is doing is that he is he's the closer. I think at this stage in the game, he is most likely the closer. I think there will be some kind of, Braden or Jaden will be in there. I mean, we'll get to Jaden. This was a very bad game for Jaden. But at the same time, though, with Braden Burries, though, this is the guy. This guy that's taking care of business, though, and the team feels very comfortable with him, and he's playing awesome. I don't know how else to put it. He's one of the handful of best shooting guards in the country.
Yeah, I mean, and it's every game he does something different. Like tonight, it was the steals, right?
Right.
Like and they were such crucial steals, and he scored off like all of them. Like Arizona had 12 points off turnovers. I think it was all turnovers that he forced. I mean, the dude finishes with 7 rebounds to lead the team with Tobe and Krivas as a guard, right? And then he gets 5 steals in the game. I mean, and for a guy that handles the ball so much, you only turn it over twice. I mean, it's every game. Like I said before, every game you could say Braden Burries is going to score an efficient 15 points. And whatever we get over that, cool. And today it was he scored 15 points and then he doubled it. And I mean, and what he did in the second half, I mean, you look here in the box, 22 points on 7 of 9 shooting, 4 steals, like in 17 minutes. It's like, give me a break.
Yeah, I mean, you get that amount of, and with 9 shots, that's pretty that's pretty impressive. So this was really big. You know, the other thing too about this team is when they wear you down in the second half, that's when Tobe comes alive, man. I mean, these guys are barely hanging on by scaffolding, and then you got Tobe Awaka coming in like the Palomino that he is, and basically pushing all these little rodents to the side.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. That's a rare good point by you.
Thanks.
Tobe thrives when the other guy. Tobe thrives when the other guys are tired. That's when he comes in and he just throws his girth around, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you just pray, and then you got to realize that at the end of the game, you're going to feel awful.
And they showed one. Yeah, they showed one guy, or I can't remember the big fat guy that they let shoot threes.
Holland.
Yeah. I like that guy. He was getting girthed up the backside for basically that the second half.
I mean,
he didn't know how to handle it.
I mean, look, like Arizona finished with 54 points in the paint to Colorado's 26.
Right.
And they just don't. I mean, once that girth goes downhill, you can't stop it. It's just going to run over you.
It's just going to run over you, and absolutely. And you know, when it's inserted in the paint, you're not detaching yourself from that
because you're tired. Colorado's tired, and Arizona's just throwing their girth around, and eventually they're like, "Oh, it's gonna hit me in the face," but
it just doesn't. Yes, exactly. Yes, man, you don't want to get like
the late night edition of the AZ.
Yes. All right, we got a couple of super snaps. $5 Stut Joe super sticker, $5, and then Arizona wins and Charles Oliveira wins. Yeah.
By the way, these videos we're getting right now from Boots on the Ground are fantastic.
Yeah. Keep them going. Yes, it's very good. We very much appreciate it. Yes, this was a high girth index game. I think that's I think that's very, very good. Okay. LOL.
I don't think it ended late enough, though. I would have liked to see it end at maybe midnight, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we don't need to.
Michael, that with the win tonight, this is the most regular season wins in Arizona history.
Well, I'm going to post something about this later, and hopefully that moron McMuffin guy doesn't get mad.
Well, now that the game's over, you're okay.
Well, he said that wasn't the reason that he got mad at me. Well, either way.
Well, it definitely was. There's no doubt about that.
Well, he said it wasn't. Well, we're about to find out. Okay. Now, we'll talk about Isaiah Johnson here in just a second. But let's get a couple reads in here.
By talk, we mean recruit.
Yeah, exactly. We by tamper. We're tampering over.
Tampering.
We're getting ready for the AZ-12 prep to be able. This is going to be one of our first things.
Yeah.
Also, everybody, come to Casino del Sol, March 12th through the 14th. You can eat, drink, bet, and hang out with us. They're shacking me up there for the weekend. I'm going to look really, really good. Yeah.
One king bed for the both of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Come girth it with us. Yes. Check it out. Casino del Sol, like I said, Thursday, the first game is at what? Midnight or not midnight?
They just released the official bracket. Cody, if I send it to you, can you put it up?
Yeah. All right. So, yes. All right. But either way, check it out.
I just sent it to you so we could put it up. But Arizona, once Cody puts it up, I'll go through it.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do, though. Casino del Sol, we want to see you all out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Armando, bring yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Now, what else we got? Talk to me. This guy.
This guy.
Andre
This
Harris.
guy. Oh my God.
All right. Listen, sometimes you'll get people that try to take advantage of you when you're drunk or you're inebriated, or Andre's trying a new tack now where basically he's waiting till we're super excited from a victory and then asking if we will endorse him. we're not rookies, man. Nice try, man. Seriously, you think we're a rookie cop pushing the beat? But we will highly recommend.
Yeah,
Andre Harris.
Yes.
So that's all, though. Call Andre at 520-325-3456 to learn more and reference the AZ12 podcast for a complimentary initial meeting. Check out the Gladiator. Okay.
Rage, we will never answer a call from you until we get that $1,000.
Yeah. You owe us money, dude. It is what it is. Now, if somebody's stolen money from you, it's not giving it to them, call 88 Crime, because if you don't want to get your hands dirty and you don't want to deal with somebody that might have some other issues going on, call 88 Crime, 882-7463. It's anonymous. Pima County Attorney's Office, 88crime.org. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this, Skier. We'll talk about JB here in a second. But all right, let's look at this right here. Okay, Cody James Martin has this up. Yeah, can you enlarge it? It looks like this is just crap I'm looking at.
Yeah. Okay. So we got Baylor versus ASU.
It's still crap.
I got this, Mike. My eyes are like Baylor versus ASU with the winner against Iowa State. The winner of that game faces Tech. So it's probably going to be Arizona, Iowa State.
Right.
Arizona faces the winner. So Utah, Cincinnati, I assume Cincinnati, UCF, which is actually going to be a really good game. Arizona will face the winner of that on Thursday at noon on ESPN or ESPN2. So Arizona misses Houston and Kansas until the final.
Okay, I'll take it. I will take it.
Oh, there you go.
Right, I will take it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So Arizona would just have to go through Iowa State or Tech, basically. I assume they'll beat Cincinnati or UCF to make the championship game. Houston has to go through BYU probably, and then they got to go through Kansas probably. Yeah. And
Okay. Let's talk about Isaiah Johnson here for a minute, then we'll get to Jaden Bradley. All right.
Thank you, Cody.
Thank you, Cody. You can take that down now.
Thank you, Cody.
All right. I was telling you about this guy. Mulebox called a couple of his games, and so that's actually how I was able to watch him. Shout out N-Dogger, by the way. But Isaiah Johnson, every now and then I get one right. This kid is awesome, and he would be awesome at back in the A. He would look very, very good backing the A. Matt told me something that I thought was really interesting. He's like, I don't know that he's necessarily a true point guard. He's like, but man, if you put him in a high octane offense with a coach that knows what he's doing, this guy will put 17, 18 per game and he'll be efficient doing it. He's awesome, man.
He doesn't play point guard for Colorado. He has the ball in his hands a lot. Their point guard is Hargress, who I kind of like also. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I think he could play point guard in an Arizona offense. Absolutely could.
All right. I'll be honest with you. I was stunned by the amount of people that were saying, nah, I'm good. He's too skinny.
I only saw a few people.
There were 6 different people, and we've got 4 of them in the chat already.
6 is only it. I mean, it's not that much.
Yeah. All right. Tommy's left nut says he is good, but he's small and an unathletic guard who doesn't play.
He's not unathletic. He does not defend. I will give you that.
Yeah, but at the same
time, I also wonder how much of that is like,
he's got to do everything. He's got to do everything. I think that he'll be fine. I think it would be just fine. And I think at Arizona, let's see. I think that, no, watch your mouth.
Does. You're like, I saw the millions of people.
Yeah. No, you're an idiot. Hey, Boiler Cat, shove it. Hey.
My phone is about to break. All these people are texting me.
No, but Isaiah Johnson's awesome. If you have a backcourt next year he's not PJ. See, look at the comments. He's too small. I don't want another.
He's 6'1". And even if he's not, he's 6 foot.
He's 6 foot. PJC was 5'8".
Who's taller, PJC or Noah Fafita?
PJC.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. But PJC's legitimately 5'8". But he's awesome though. He would be great. And I don't care that he's 165 pounds. You get him with Chris Rounds, he'll be 175.
My God.
These same
people, crush it out, as the kids say.
These same people wouldn't want Jason Terry here. Hey, skinny. Hey.
All right. Would you take him over Zoom?
I would take him over Zoom. Yeah, and I like Zoom a lot. I would take him over
Zoom's a solid. Zoom's like 6'3".
I know. I think Noah is not 5'10 plus AC Bugle. Noah is 5'7". I am almost 5'9", almost, but I'm not.
I'm 6 foot.
And I have stood next to Noah Fafita, and he is legitimately 5'7", which makes it even more impressive what he does. Okay, that's fine if he likes but you know what we've seen about Tommy though is that Tommy also isn't just a slave to having to have things his own way. He's shown to be fairly adaptive. Either way, Isaiah Johnson is awesome. I would love to have him next year at the U of A. And the thing about him though, if you go and look at his stats, and granted it's against some teams that they got blown out, he gonna get his. And he's going to do it efficiently as well. He's
done really well against good teams, actually. That's something I look for, because a lot of times with these mid-majors, for instance, I'm not calling Colorado mid-major, but you look at the transfer portal and you're like, oh, this guy averages 20 points a game. And you look closer and you realize it's because he scored 45 points against Sal Point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he had 28 against Arizona. He had 27 against BYU. He had 19 against Houston and only missed 2 shots. He had 24 against Iowa State. 20. I mean, he's dominated. I mean, the dude has scored in double figures every game except for 2.
Right. And no, Johnson is not smaller than Gardner. Gardner was 5'10". Why don't we have smart people in here just making things up? I don't get it. But all right. So either way, I'll take it.
Mike wants Isaiah Johnson, damn it. And even though he hasn't transferred, he's not in the portal. He might go to the NBA. Mike still wants him.
Yeah, I like him. And the other thing too is that a lot of people don't get this. Point guard size in college is overrated. It just is. This isn't the MNBA. Johnson's 5'7". Get out of here. I'm going to say this. If you've got guys, nobody is backing you down or ISOing you like Mark Jackson was back in the 90s where he's doing that butt dribble.
Mike, this is real simple. Braden Smith is like 5'10".
Yeah.
And I know he's not your cup of tea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, he's way too white for me. Yeah.
But he's 5'10".
Yeah.
Right. I mean, clearly if you're good.
Hey, I'll give you one. One of the 5 best players in U of A history, Damon Stoudemire, was 5'9". I assume all of you guys that are complaining about size wouldn't want.
Jeremy Fears leads the nation in assists. He's like 6'1" max.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, we can't all be Sam Hoiberg at
Yeah, that is what it is. All right, we got to get to some super snaps here.
Sam Hoiberg's 5'11" or so, isn't he?
Ooh, a great season with an A of 49.99 super snap.
Nancy.
Thank you very much, Miss Borg. Very much appreciate you. Okay, Lil Guillermo, Lil G Randall, what's up, man? Another Q1 win. # girth. Yeah, like it. Okay, now let's see here. OC Bodybuilders, 499, 29 regular season wins. Let's go. Back the Burries and the Peat. Okay. No, they don't. It's not a thing in college. It's definitely not. Okay, so AJ DeBant. These aren't point guards you're mentioning, Tommy's TLN.
Point guards don't back you out. Gone are the days of the old school. Yeah, the old school point guards that you should just back you down from the old school dudes. Who was the dude on Temple who used to do that?
You're literally bringing up guys that are
going to really bother me.
7 or over. Yeah, it's
going to really bother me. Who's the dude on Temple? That was he played like he was 50 years old. It wasn't that. It was relatively recent. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do know who you're talking about. It's going to bother me now. Either way, that's all crap.
I'm going to find it.
Do better because you're bringing up guys that are wings and big men. We're talking point guards. Okay, now let's get to JB. Here's where I'm kind of at with
Khalif Wyatt.
Yeah, Khalif Wyatt. Yeah.
That was the dude. He just used to back you down from like the half court line.
Right. Yes. Exactly. All right. I'm going to say this. I love JB. And I still believe tournament time, totally fine. I get it. I don't love what I've seen from him for probably the last, there's been some exceptions for sure, but there's been a lot of passivity. Is that a right term?
Yeah, that actually is what bothered me more tonight than anything. The fact that he only shot the ball 3 times.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not one of these dudes that is like, oh, if you're not hitting him, don't shoot him. I'm not, shoot more. Like when he shot 17 times against Baylor, yes. And even though he was 6 of 17 against Houston, yes. Right? Like I just want to see him more aggressive. But he hasn't played well the last 3 games. He's now 7 of his last 24. He hasn't played well.
When it comes to JB, here's what I want JB to start out the game aggressive. And you know what, and go from there. There's a thing, back in the day where like you would just try to get other people involved and all of that stuff. JB, I think, gets in pacificity. Yeah, I think that is a word. JB, to me, gets into a situation where he is, how do I put this? Where he's passive to begin the game. He wants to try to get guys involved, and he spends the whole game then just basically passing up shots and just kind of going through like this weird like cellophane template or something. I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it though. Again, I think he's going to be fine. I do think he's going to be fine, but you can't have games like this. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I mean, he was bad. And I love Jaden, and I don't worry about Jaden. I really don't. But in the NCAA tournament, you can't have games like this. These games need to stop. And I agree with you. The 3 shots bothers me. The 6 assists, love it. Right. The turnovers, whatever. A couple are going to happen. Don't finish the game with less shots than ADO or Krivitz. Or, I mean, 3 shots, Mike, was 2 more than Dwayne Aristode. Like, it's just in triple the minutes. I don't. 3 shots is not enough. And again, 6 assists, great, love it. You can have 10 points in 6 assists. I'd rather him go 4 for 10 than 0 for 3.
I would just like him to just be, I just want him to be aggressive. We both believe he's going to be fine. And again, the only thing that I will say though, is that if you he did it again today. Don't pass up open threes. That's for the spacers right there. He did.
Yeah, the one, I don't remember when it was in the second half. You know which one I'm talking about, where he was wide open. I mean, and they were like, please shoot it. And he didn't shoot it.
And he wouldn't shoot it. You have to shoot those ones. Like you have, yeah. So, but I do believe
you got to shoot it just to shoot it. So the other team knows you're willing to shoot it, because once they start playing off the opposing point guard, like once a team starts playing off your point guard, your offense is screwed in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to say it. All right. Now, Blue City. What a great one. Look at this one. Holy moly. What a great comment from Blue City. Cody, you actually put that. Hold on. Let's see.
Blue Sky or Blue City?
Blue
or Blue Sea.
All right. I guess, Cody. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. Not that one. It was the one talking.
Jaden had to get his sheet.
Yeah. That one. I mean,
sheet.
All right. All right. Well, yeah. Do you think, all right, Blue City 2-2, this is a great one. Do you think he defers so everyone can get their sheet? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But eventually you have to get into your rhythm, and he's not doing that.
Just don't pass open the wide open ones. That just bothers me. Just go close. Yeah.
I like how TLN, the great TLN, is comparing Kerr, Akinjo, Terrell Brown, and Courtney Ramey to Isaiah Johnson. That's like putting Damon Stoudemire in there and saying, you don't.
Boswell, Akinjo, Terrell Brown, and Courtney Ramey.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So
TLN's. I think TLN's had a few drinks tonight. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think TLN has had
that Friday night, late night pod. I get it, baby.
Yeah, you go get his sheet. Yeah. We still love TLN though.
We do. We love everyone.
Yeah. So either way, it's going to be good. Now, Koa though, this was very, very nice seeing Koa be aggressive. Because remember before Koa went out, the thing with Koa was that like the one thing was it's like the motor just isn't just wasn't there. He's playing with a lot more passion since he's come back.
He did disappear a little bit in the second half, but I think that was more of and here's the thing too that we make a point of, because we're very smart.
Right.
So in the first half, Koa had 19 points, no assists, right? Was doing whatever he wanted, right? In the second half, they clearly game planned him. He had 4 assists.
Right.
So he accounted for at least 14 points.
Yeah. I mean, you get this out of Koa there.
You know what they shot in the second half?
What's that?
70%. Is that good?
The U of A? Yeah, it does. Well, the thing about the U of A and why this team is so good is that I believe when the U of A is at their best, they are the best team in the country when they are at their best, because man, they're shooting. Every single shot was easy. It felt like. Now I'm surprised it was 70%, But I'm gonna.
They got whatever they wanted in that second half.
They wanted, yeah.
And it was pretty clear that Tommy said, "Hey, these guys can't guard us inside. That's where I want you to put the ball."
Now I'm gonna stick up. I'm gonna fight back on Mr. Tyler Warden a little bit here. Koa also had, if I'm not mistaken, Koa also had a really nice game against UConn, if I'm not mistaken.
I am convinced, and I've said this before, so this isn't just me. I think Koa was hurt much longer than we think. I still think he hurt himself against Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Because the last good game he had ASU, he had 21. Oklahoma State, he came down wrong, remember? On that dunk or whatever it is. And then since that game, he was awful against Kansas. He hurt himself against Tech, right? But then since he's come back, I know he didn't play great against Iowa State, but defensively he was a stud. He had 12 points, 7 boards, and 5 points against Kansas, 5 assists. And then tonight he had 25. Like, I honestly think he was hurt at that Oklahoma State game.
Right.
But to go against Tyler Warden's point, he had 16 points against UConn. He had 30 against Florida. And I know Auburn sucks, but he had 18 against Auburn. Like, he's faced good front courts and done fine.
Yeah, so I'm going to take it at that one though. So again, I was happy with what I saw. Everybody is kind of fallen into their roles now, kind of fallen into their rhythm, and I think that's a good thing. What I want to talk a little bit more about Jaden here in a second. Why I'm not freaking out. I know some people are freaking out about it, but this is why I am not. Okay, but
I got a great Ken Palm. We got a Ken Palm positive for you, Mike. You're gonna like this one. With the regular season over for the first time all season, the top 5 players have changed, and Braden Burries is now one of the top 5 players in the Big 12.
Well, thanks, Ken Palm.
He has taken the place of I don't know who.
Yeah. Did you look? Well, I was going to say, did you find this on his Blue Sea account?
No. Come on now.
All right. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, he's also, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head who's better right now in the Big 12. What you got? Probably AJ.
The top 5 are Jefferson, Flemings, AJ, Toppin, and Burries.
I'm gonna challenge something here, and I'm gonna ask you. Yeah, Ken Palm does suck. He's an idiot. I'm gonna say this though.
I'm ready.
Why is Kingston Flemings better than him?
Oh, I don't know that he is. Kingston Flemings, the last I saw it today. Let me pull it up real quick because it was what he's done lately, how bad he's been.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna find it. Don't worry.
Right. Thank you. Find it where? Is it that small? I know it's gotten smaller over the years, but
my front pipe?
Yeah, front pipe, baby.
No, shut up. I don't remember. When did they play? They played like this morning, right?
Yeah.
There's something like he's done in his last like 7 games. He's shot like 42%. He's turning the ball over. He doesn't guard anymore, which is annoying.
Also, by the way, Darius Acuff is better than Kingston Flemings. I don't care what anybody says. He's better. You'll disagree. He's better.
He didn't even score today.
Yeah, I know, because he didn't play.
Well, maybe he's playing with Darren Peterson.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, here it is. I got it. Kingston Flemings over his last 10 games is averaging 15 points on 43% shooting, 33 from 3, 5 assists to 2 turnovers. So it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. I'm just saying I'd be curious what Braden's numbers are during his last
Braden over his last 10?
Yeah.
I don't know. You want me to do math?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me see if I have a way to do last 10 because you know me, I can't do last 10.
Right.
I got to do math.
All right, you don't have to.
I don't think you.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, well, either way. All right, so let's Christian Anderson has been playing better than okay. All right, fair enough.
How tall is Christian Anderson?
Who? I don't know Christian Anderson. I know a Hans.
How tall is Hans, you think? Like 6'1"?
Hans is probably about 6'1", something like that. Yeah, something like that. So, all right. Well, either way, I have no problem. And like you said, if you're only on Blue Sea, what are we doing here? That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Now, looking ahead a little bit. Let's talk about JB. Let's get some reads in, but I want to talk about JB because I think we also need to look at the body of work. Okay. Dennis Walsh, you should be wearing your Ted Wardo shirt, by the way. You're not.
Yeah. Piece of crap.
Yeah, piece of crap. Yeah, Ted Wardo will give you a piece of crap. All right, now one thing we just tore Dennis Walsh down so we can build him back up. Dennis Walsh has an AI friend that we believe is AI.
I am very confident that this dude's AI.
But what we have to give Dennis Walsh a lot of credit for, though, is Rebecca. He spotted this from day one. He saw this woman secreting her lies from the out of bounds. Yeah, secreting lies. That's exactly what she was. And it was Lan Allen that was responsible for this as well. But guess what? The lies stop with Rebecca because the championship package is the championship package.
Lies stop now.
But the championship package is the truth. And it's only $19.97. I would literally rip out my larynx and no, I wouldn't rip. I wouldn't do that. Oh, all right. No, I wouldn't do any of that. But
yeah, that's a bit much.
Great deal. Check it out. It's a great deal. And Daily Urgent Care, again, they're not going to rip you're not going to they're not going to rip your stuff out. So again, check it out. Either way, dental implant,
no stuff ripping.
Yes. Jerry Ray says, I can confirm Kai is AI.
Yeah, I believe it. You never see this dude's face.
Jerry Reyes is literally like Dennis Walsh's ace, and he just said that Kai is AI. Okay. All right, check it out. Now, boom. All right. Kopal. Yummy in the Kopal tummy. Hey, Sheer, you've been busy thinking about front pipes this whole time. How about you thinking about the Mike Luke Lotte rib and really going to town on that one?
I got room for both. I'll tell you that right now. I got room for a front pipe and an Lotte rib.
Yeah, holy moly.
One goes in my mouth and one doesn't, but I got room for both of them.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Sheer, very interesting. Yeah. Get in line there, Sheer. Yeah, Michelle might have something to say about that.
No comment.
Yeah, no Mexican food. Mexican food delivered nationwide at mymexicanmenu.com. Use code AZ12 for 10% off your order. Book your next large party or corporate event with Kopal. Large party packages available. Check it out. What do you guys get your mind out of the gutter? I see those.
Disgusting.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Speaking of which, front pipe, Sheer, talk about it. Feed the people what they want.
Yes. Our front pipe was broken. My front pipe was broken. And it was late at night a few weeks ago. It was clogged. I called Danny Foster. He sent two big guys right over to unclog my front pipe.
Interesting.
Within hours. Yeah,
right.
It was fixed. Shelby, how's the front pipe work? Yeah, she hasn't complained once. Not once.
The front pipe has been fantastic. Yeah. Yes, we like that as well. But they don't just work on your front pipe. They can do a lot of different things. It is a plumbing company, after all. Sewer line coating, point repairs, water heaters. I don't even know what a point repair is, but it sounds impressive. 10% off.
They repair your little point.
Yeah, all right. Well, the point. That's right. Yeah, we keep the game on point. Get it? All right. Now, call 520-603-3817 to schedule service today. Check it out. Boom. All right. You will thank me later. Okay, sure. Let's talk a little bit then about JB. The reason I'm a little annoyed by JB right now, but I'm going to say this though. The man has been ice pretty much all season. Now there's been some down the stretch. He has been big. At the end of the day, it's going to be this. How do I put this?
You better put it right.
I don't know.
You better put it right.
I don't.
Trying to mess this up. A lot of pressure.
He's shown big in big moments. That's just what I'm going to say. I'm going to leave.
Closer, baby. You don't get the nickname the closer for not being able to close.
Yeah. You close that. You close that.
You close it. You close it.
All right. Yeah.
But it's fine. I don't worry about JB. You're not going to be perfect. The best point guards in the country have all had bad games. We just mentioned how Fleming's, he was 6 of 18 against Arizona or something like that. Now, do I wish, again, I don't worry about the struggles. I worry about the lack of aggressiveness. I don't need a team to be in a close game and all of a sudden Jaden Bradley would rather pass and shoot. I want him to do both. Why can't he do both?
Yeah, that's what I need. I just need him to be aggressive. I don't know why he won't, but I need him to be aggressive. Okay, now.
A-G-R.
Yeah. Check it out. Okay. All right, so that was all right. So Braden Burries, Yvonne, I think right now, I know that Yvonne is, you know what you're going to get with Yvonne, so.
I thought he was fine today.
Yeah, I'm fine. I was totally fine with that. Yeah. Now, I'm going to say this though, with on the bench then. You were crapping on Dwayne the entire time. The second
I said Dwayne and ADO didn't play well. They didn't. You're not going to convince me they did.
Dwayne hit a monster 3.
It was a very nice 3. That doesn't mean he played well.
What didn't he do?
Neither of them really did anything. They combined. I mean, he was 1 for 1. He played okay. I'll take Dwayne's line. 3 points, 3 assists, 2 boards, 4 fouls in 12 minutes was pretty crap.
Yeah. The 4 fouls sucks, but everything else than that is
But yeah, ADO was terrible.
All right, what was ADO's stat line?
0 for 4.
Yeah, So yeah, all right.
Shoot, baby.
You gotta keep shooting, man. But at the end of the day,
I'm not freaking out about it either. Like they just didn't play well.
ADO has shown himself. ADO has shown what he can do lately. He's exposed himself. He's not in a quiet slump. ADO.
This is the issue. Has ADO been good since Koa returned?
He had 9 points the previous game.
The answer is no.
Well, okay.
He had 8 points against Iowa State. That was all right. He had 9. I'm just saying. He's not 22 points a game, ADO.
Okay, so what do you?
He's fine. He didn't play well today. It happens. You get so insulted. He didn't play well today.
All right, you just said he hasn't played well since he hasn't gotten back. That's just one game.
He is since he's returned. 3, 6, 9. That's 9, 10, 18, 25. He's 9 for his last 25 in his last 4 games. 9 divided by 25 is he is shooting 36% from the field in his last. How many games did I say? 4?
4, yeah. He's fine.
Yeah.
I have no problem with him. He's also he's got his spark. So again, I'm totally fine with that. I have no.
Yeah, he might be on the show this week. We'll see.
Yeah. We're hoping to get ADO on the show.
He's also in his last 4, he's 5 of 15 from 5 of 16 from 3. I'm not saying any crap here. He's just
right. Yeah, let's talk about 29-2 though. We need to really kind of accentuate that.
Yeah, you want me to go hot take on that? You want me to go hot take on that?
What's the hot take?
Yeah, it should have been 31-0. There you go. No. They shouldn't have lost to Kansas. They blew that lead, and then Texas Tech, they should have won that game too.
But I can play that game all times. UCLA was winning the whole game as well. That crappy.
No, that's different.
How's it different?
Arizona blew a lead. I'm not mad about it, but Arizona could absolutely be 31-0, which would be the second most impressive 31-0 in the country.
Well, they could also be 26-4, 26-5. They had close games down the stretch where you had games that, like UCLA, they shouldn't have won that game. They got outplayed.
They should have won that game.
Okay, fine. Well, then they shouldn't have won the Kansas game. They shouldn't have won.
I don't understand. You're. All I'm saying is they blew leads in both of those games.
Yeah, but I'm saying that stuff always evens out.
Not to me, damn it.
All right, with Eddie Lynn, yeah, all right. So I will say that. Do you want to be 31-0? I got a question here. Tyler Warden with another great point. This makes up for your Isaiah Johnson terrible stuff. But I don't understand why we're not in the argument for being the number one overall seed.
If I tell you, you gotta promise you're not going to crash out. Can you promise?
No promises.
So there's multiple things that go into this now. And one of them is something you don't like.
The net?
Metrics in general.
The net is all crap.
Not net.
Crap. It's all crap.
Not net. Calm. I didn't say net. Metrics. By metrics, standards, and all that, Michigan and Duke have harder schedules. Right? Duke slightly harder. Michigan like 10 spots harder. And they all have the same record. And that's why.
That's all crap, though. The Big Ten still gets overrated the entire time. And again,
I get it.
And it's all crap. So again, maybe go by what you see. These are where these idiots are just total losers, and they don't go.
Well, I don't know if I want them going by what they see because I don't trust what they see.
Well, I don't want them going by the metrics that have the Big Ten as this great conference.
Who cares?
No, I get it. I just don't understand why they aren't. I agree with that. Yes, LA Shadow. The rules change when Arizona's in the discussion.
I don't think that's it.
I do. The Big Ten is super. I don't know. I don't believe there's really a case that you can make for Michigan. I'm sorry. I just don't believe it.
Okay.
Arizona's got way better wins, and they don't have.
The case for Michigan is very easy, whether you want to admit it or not. But you don't like the Big Ten, so it's a waste of time.
The Big Ten sucks.
Well, yeah, that's the waste of time. If you think a conference sucks, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
I can easily make the argument for Michigan, but you think the entire conference sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
Well, then what am I going to tell you? See what I'm saying? Like, I can tell you why.
Everybody agrees with me about the bias, by the way. Everybody's agreeing with me. So I'm going to say that. All right. Now, but either way, Ken Palm's crap. Anybody that relies on Ken Palm's an idiot. Boom. I just said it. Now, it is. I know you love Ken Palm. I
use it. I think it's beneficial. I think people like you that just throw it out.
Yeah, man, get out of here, man. Get off the bus. I'm not even putting you in the back of the bus. I'm getting you off the bus. That's what I think about Ken Palm. Go back to Blue Sea. Okay, now
I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah. Go back to Blue Sea, moron. Okay, now I'm calling a lot of names now.
You're very angry at night. I don't like this side of you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, again, yeah.
Arizona is. Thank you. Who just said that comment? Brandon Weech.
Oh, Braden Weech. Get it right.
Yeah. So here's the issue, and I'm just going to explain this to you. You're going to yell at me, but Arizona's strength of schedule is weighted down by Northern Arizona, who sucks, Denver, who sucks, Norfolk State, who sucks, Abilene Christian, who sucks, Bethune-Cookman, who sucks, and South Dakota State, who sucks, right? Michigan has one game where they faced a bad team, and that was it, and out of conference. One bad out of conference team. That's it.
Okay, how about losing? How about some of their losses then?
Wisconsin and Duke. That's it.
Wisconsin's a way worse loss than anything Arizona has.
No, it's not. It's really not.
It is.
It's not.
It is. A healthy Tech and at Kansas, definitely better. Plus, didn't they lose to Wisconsin at home?
Yeah. I mean, Arizona lost to Tech at home and then lost to Duke. Is Duke better than Kansas and Texas Tech?
Tech is definitely. Wisconsin is the one that does not belong in that.
Okay. What about Duke?
Didn't they go into like overtime against Penn State too, and Wake Forest and TCU?
That's a win. That's a win.
All right. I'm just saying, but that's also where the eye test needs to come in. I'm just saying it is what it is. And then all those wins that everybody was getting that big boner about, those were all crap wins too.
I just explained to you why. I just explained to you why.
Yeah, but it's stupid though. Also, the quad one stuff is really dumb.
So just to clarify, in order to see the NCAA tournament, in order to see the NCAA tournament, you want 20 old guys to watch every single college basketball game every day.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I don't want people being slaves to metric.
So how do they do it?
They don't. You actually have to watch the games.
Do you want 20 guys to watch every single college basketball game every game?
You don't want anybody to watch the games. Just look at metrics then.
No, I think you need both. I think you need metrics. And
you and I both know that there's people that just look at sheets. And
on the committee, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
On the committee, maybe. I have no idea.
Right. All right. Yes, I got one here. Yeah, very good job, Tyler Warden. He says, I mean, Iowa was a top 15 team for a few weeks ago in Ken Palm. That lost me. Yes. Boom.
When was that?
Take that. Good job, Mr.
No,
Tyler.
they weren't.
Yeah, no, he's right. I appreciate that. No, Tyler Warden's the man. I think, be slaves to your gut. I don't know what that means. But either way, this was a great season for the U of A. It was the best season in school history. And now, again, it is time for the next gauntlet, the next all of that. But it was the best regular season in school history. Let's see here. I promise it happened in the past month. Tyler Warden, I agree, totally believe you. I have no doubt.
Well, you don't have. I mean, Mike doesn't even look at Ken Palm.
Yeah, because he's an idiot. I went on a rant on the show about it. Good job, Tyler Warden. Okay, now Levi Osterly puts it well. He says, I don't mind the 3rd 1 seed. Duke gets to play Florida. See, I don't think that's how it's going to break down. I think that Florida's going to be. I think Florida's going to be in the South.
My guess.
Florida will be in the South, and then they're going to get UConn probably as their number 2, maybe.
No, I don't think that'll be it at all.
All right, what do you got? What do you think? Talk to me.
I think it'll very likely. I actually wrote this down earlier. Let me see if I can find it. Houston's going to be the 2 in the South, which is crazy because that means that they would play in Houston. But that's what's going to happen. The East is going to be Duke. The South, I believe, Florida will be the 1 in the South with Houston the 2. UConn will be the 2 in the East with Duke. And yeah, Arizona's 2 will be, my guess is Illinois.
All right. Well, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm fine. Here's what you actually.
Florida's absolutely a 1. Yes, Florida's done. That's a 1 seed. Florida is the 1 seed in the South. My guess is Houston is the 2 in the South. Duke is the 1 in the East. UConn is the 2 in the East. The Midwest is Michigan and who's the other one? The other 2.
UConn.
No.
UConn's definitely a 2.
So here's the problem that they have. No, UConn is a 2. That's what I said. The problem that they have is the whole 1-2 same conference because, Mike, you're going to lose your mind again. Illinois is a 2, right? And Michigan State's a 2. So I'm wrong. UConn may not be in the East because they may not be able to do that because Michigan's going to be in the Midwest. So UConn is probably going to be in the Midwest and Michigan State will be in the East. Thank you. And Illinois will be in the West.
I'm fine with Illinois. This time I'm fine with it. Here's where I'm at. If you can't beat Illinois in the Elite Eight, if they get to the Elite Eight, then you don't serve because again, Illinois has a lot of white people.
You know, the one I'm really curious about now is how they view Texas Tech losing now to TCU and now they lost to BYU. Because Tech was in the 4 and it was protected. If Tech drops to a 5, it's not protected and it won't be in the West anymore. Same with Purdue. Purdue's done. I don't think Purdue's protected anymore either.
Yeah, I think Purdue sucks. I've never bought Purdue. I think Purdue stinks. I don't think Illinois makes the Elite Eight. I agree with you. I agree with you there, Mr. Tyler Warden. I agree with you. All right, let's get a couple reads in here. We're going to get back to some more bracketology. Back the bracket. I'm a little behind. No way. Buddy said Wisconsin is on par with Kansas and Texas Tech. I didn't say that.
Not what I said.
That's Jesse. Direct all of your comments towards that.
Why don't people listen to what I say on this show?
Exactly what you said. Good job there. Good job there, Jesse.
Not what I said. I said the Duke loss.
No, watch your mouth, young man. That is what. Yeah, I agree with you. Good job, Jesse. All right, now. Yeah. Oh wow, pulling that one out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
talk Baggins. All right.
It's my front pipe cleaner.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That hole's that big?
Yeah, hey now.
Yeah, when you can stick a tape measure all the way. Holy, what are you?
I'm gonna get mine.
Yeah. All right, back to bag, baby. All right, now we believe that the latest AI infiltrator is Kai.
I am so confident in this. Kai, K-A-I.
Yes. Kai. And the fact is that Kai is always mysteriously blurred out by some bird beak or something like that. Yes, exactly. Yes, that's how I meant. Now, join the VIP text club. Text Baggins to 877-797-0444. Hey, Jesse, everything you're saying right now is absolutely amazing. Just please keep talking. This is very, very good. Jesse says you can't look at resumes without using metrics. That's how they did it for years, and it wasn't a problem. Very good point, Jesse.
They've always had a metric to look at.
No. All right. Now, every sandwich comes with a chocolate chip cookie. Go in there and ask for Kai, and maybe they'll give you a robot or something. Check it out, though. Baggins Gourmet Restaurants. Woohoo.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I got to go back to this. Jesse, they literally have used the RPI for the 80s until they got rid of the RPI because everyone said it sucked. The RPI was stupid, and they used it for 30 years. What is this dude talking about?
But they didn't. But they weren't a slave.
They used the RPI until it was replaced by the net in like 2018, and the RPI was crap.
RPI is way better than the net.
No, it's not. It was terrible.
The net's absurd. The net's the dumbest thing ever. Remember that Arizona?
You said you like analytics. I'm tweeting this.
Like the net. I thought the net was stupid. Now, do you remember
RPI's stupid too?
RPI's way better than the net.
You don't even know what RPI stands for.
Yeah, ratings percentage index, idiot.
Oh my!
Check it out. Baggins Gourmet Sandwiches. Very feisty today. Yeah. Hey. Somebody tries to break into my house today. I'm going out firing, man. Baggins. I'm gonna throw a Baggins sandwich.
Front pipe and a Baggins sandwich. That sundown looks great, by the way. Shelby, let's go to Baggins tomorrow. Done. We're going to Baggins.
Yes. No, I'm not. All right. Yeah. Baggins. All right. Shelby, get out of the kitchen. Come here. Okay. Now, Use code AC12. All right, now.
Oh. What I did though, I just gave her permission to leave the house. Okay. Usually she makes me a sandwich 6 days of the week, but on the 7th, I give her a break.
You make her cover up before she goes outside or no?
Yeah, absolutely. She wears a what is it, a muumuu or a burqa?
One of the beekeeper outfits. Like, honey, we got to go outside for a second.
Yeah.
RPI was dumb, but it was not as dumb as
RPI was the dumbest thing ever.
No. Net is way dumber than that. This is a quad 1 win.
This is a good Twitter poll. Should I do it? Which is worse?
People don't even know. Net, I'll give you an idea on what was so stupid about Net is that Net, literally, remember that Arizona team with Nico that finished like 5th in the conference, but somehow they were like 11th?
I just tweeted it. I just tweeted the poll.
Yes. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, either way, check it out. Comfort X HVAC. Now, go out there. Sheer isn't getting air conditioning. Yeah, and again, that is a problem for Sheer. We need him to get air conditioning. Trusted by homeowners, businesses, Comfort X HVAC. If they can help out Tony Jamino, they can help out anybody. Service and maintenance, emergency repairs, mini splits, ductwork, ventilation, free estimates. You name it, they got it. Boom.
What do you mean? My car AC works now.
All right, back the jet up, baby. Back the jet up into the RJ's Frozen Cactus parking lot. Huge parking lot you can park a jet in. 100 craft beers, $2 deals, and pizza, wings, tacos, burgers, and more. No bad seats in the house. You can go there and, like I said, red hot sports and ice cold beer. Nice try, Jennifer, trying to trick me right there. Go in there and start yourself. And again, get some really good beer and food as well. Check it out. Okay. Now, looking ahead then a little bit, people don't seem to care about the Big 12 tournament. I care about the Big 12 tournament for one reason. I want them to play 3 games so that our Big 12 watch parties are successful. It's hard to have a watch party when Arizona's not playing.
I have a stat for you, and I know you think all stats are stupid, but let's get your opinion on this one because I do think there is something.
I think metrics are stupid. I don't necessarily.
Okay, but I think there is something to this one. No team in the modern era, that's 1985, has won the national title without at least reaching the semis of their conference tournament.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that would mean that if Arizona just wins their first game, they're in the semis of their conference tournament.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think they will.
I'm just saying. I think that basically, if you lose your first conference game, you're not winning the title. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, but I don't. I guess.
I also think Arizona is going to beat the crap out of Cincinnati or UCF on a neutral court.
You thought that Cincinnati was going to be problems for Arizona.
I just said I wouldn't. I mean, we're going to find out. That's actually a really good game. I wonder what that spread's going to be.
You literally just said that you thought they were going to beat the crap out of them. And all right, either way. Yeah, I care. The more
beat the crap out of them.
The more battle tested this team is.
Cincinnati faces Utah. They'll be favored by 10. In that game. I have all the spreads. You want some spreads? I got you.
Spread that. I want to split that spread open.
You want to know what Arizona State spread is going to be? They face Big Daddy Baylor. Baylor -2. What else you want?
Supposedly Fleece Johnson is a big was talking.
You think any relation to Isaiah Johnson?
Yeah, I don't know. Fleece Johnson and Isaiah Johnson? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Fleece Johnson.
Yeah. Big
I want to avoid injuries, though. I very much agree with that, AZ Bugle. I want to avoid injuries at all.
I want to avoid injuries, not just because I want to avoid injuries, but if it happens next week, people blame the glass court, and we'll have to hear about it for the next 15 to 20 years.
Yeah, I don't care about the glass court at all. That doesn't mean anything to me.
Dude, I'm gonna give you so many spreads this week.
Oh, I mean, I can't wait. Yeah, I'm very, very excited.
Are you going to watch Cold Soup with me tomorrow?
By the way, I knew Daniel Hartman had some very bad character flaws. I met Daniel Hartman. Very nice guy, but he has a terrible character flaw. Did I tell you about this?
No, he's good looking.
He doesn't like Carl's Jr., and he doesn't like the Western Bacon Cheeseburger. What are we doing?
Shelby, did you hear that? There's no better fast food burger. Literally.
Yeah, there's just not. I don't know where we're at in life where we have found somebody.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said,
and honestly, you're right because that really does tell you a lot about a person.
Yeah, I mean, some people were left behind with their food tasting and their palates and their buds. Daniel Hartman, for all of the great qualities he has, was left behind.
You have the most advanced palate of anyone I've ever been around.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, your 4 food groups are drumsticks, bacon Western cheeseburgers, protein bars,
and soda. That's all I need.
Yeah, that's it.
That's how I got.
People think I'm kidding.
My body is my temple. Remember the one time we were going through Taco Bell? Tell this story.
I have to say this. I am obviously a bigger man than Mike. And this is a true story. And Mike ordered, and in my head, I'm like, I gotta man up. I'll just take what he's getting. And we go back to the room and eat. And I didn't even get halfway through my order. Mike finishes his order of like, what was it? Like literally 8 tacos and like 3 burritos.
No, it was 4 beefy cheese burritos and 2 orders of the little nachos and one of the 5-layer burritos.
And then you eat, and I'm dead. I ate half my meal, and then you're like, let's go downstairs and get ice cream.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Ice cream?
Yeah, no, it is quite good. No, I'm mad at Del Taco because they won't sponsor.
Yeah, they're dead to us.
Yeah, they're dead to us. Yeah, we've thrown them by the wayside. We sent them back to Barstow, California.
Mike, we have 2 cold games at the same time tomorrow. Are you excited? 2 cold soup games.
All right, what are the cold soup games? Talk to me.
Michigan State at Michigan.
Michigan State at Michigan.
Cold soup and the game of the day, the game of the week, the game of the year. Nebraska versus Iowa.
That is huge. That is going to be, if there is ever going to be a whiteout at a game, get it, a whiteout?
Yeah, I heard the game's sponsored by Corn and the KKK. That's the 2 main sponsors.
Yeah, no, it's exactly, man. Yeah. They're bringing the movement back. The
Corn and the KKK sponsored.
Yeah.
I'm going to count this. You ready?
What's that?
10 guys. Okay.
Nebraska starts 4 white guys. So there's 4.
Iowa only starts 2.
How many are in the rotation?
Iowa only starts. Okay.
Nebraska's got 7 of 8 white guys in the rotation.
Starts is a Caucasian.
Okay.
Dude, I don't think Iowa has that many white guys.
All right.
Kale Combs, no. Tavion Banks, duh. Cooper Koch, obviously. And then their center's Cam Manayuo.
All right, but what about their bench? Go to their bench. We've got to find white people in the bench.
Isaiah Howard, Tate Sage. That guy's white.
Oh, yeah, definitely white.
And then the other Spanish guy. They don't really have a bench.
All right, so they got 3 white guys. Well, Nebraska says we don't. Nebraska makes up for it because they have 7 of 8 white guys.
Is that the whitest name in the nation for a basketball player, by the way?
Who? Tate Koch?
Tate Sage.
Or
Tate Sage. His name might as well be Caucasian Smith.
Price Sandfort.
You're like Sam Hoiberg.
Yes, Sam Hoiberg. Price Sandfort. Allow me to one up that one right there. Yes. All right. So, anyways, as far as the Big, my only thing at this point, I just want Arizona to be healthy. That's all I care about. Arizona's a 1 seed. That's all I care about. You just want them to be healthy.
Yep, that's it. Yeah. Healthy. Give you that.
Yeah. Give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hey, do we have any more reads, Cody? I always wonder what Cody's doing, like when he has the mic muted, because I just imagine.
Do we have any more reads? I mean, there's one. What the hell?
I tried a new one. Yeah, broke that out. Ourselves into like cheetahs. Yes. Okay. Yes. That's great.
12:30 at night.
Yeah. You deserve it. Hey, Fry Rice, if you're trying to get to sleep,
someone's listening in their bed. Their wife is sleeping next to them, and all of a sudden,
and then they're like, "Hey, honey, it's done," and all you hear is. Check it out. 2 convenient locations. Oh, Ted Wardo came running in here. Oh, Ted Wardo gets scared by it. Yes. East of Benson, Sierra. It's the dumbest thing ever. Dude, we lost like 40 people. Holy moly crap. good thing we're signing off.
Show's over. We're done. We're done. We're done.
2 convenient locations. Okay, now, all right. Sorry, OC bodybuilders. Apologize. Tell the missus it's Shear's fault, not mine.
Yeah.
All right. So, how do we get a legit?
That's weird. Why is your wife in bed and not the kitchen? I don't understand.
Yeah. Wait a second.
I'm sorry. I don't get it.
Right. We should try it sometime at the same time. We will try it sometime.
Yeah. I thought, you know what we should do at the casino? Just stare at each other and lock eyes. Just do it.
No, you know what we need?
Mic in the middle of us.
You know what we need to do? We need to interface.
Yeah, like Lady and the Tramp, but the microphone.
Yes. No, it's fine.
Oh, God.
Check it out, though. East of Benson, Sierra Vista, west of Marana, south to Nogales, and north to Oracle.
Stupid show we have.
This is such crap. We love all of you. Thank you. All right. Ted Wardo. Look at Ted Wardo right here.
Oh, my God.
Dennis Walsh. We need a real time of Dennis Walsh wearing Ted Wardo shirt. He ordered the Ted Wardo shirt. We need Dennis Walsh to do this. These things.
Is it possible to? Have you shown Ted Wardo the Ted Wardo shirt?
Yeah, he doesn't understand it. He can't comprehend.
I get it. I get it.
He's like, I can barely see, man. I'm not looking over her, but look at this thing. I don't even know who that dog is. Sheet. Okay. Now, all right. Let's see here. Let's get a drinking game going for Mike and Jason during a game, then see what happens in the post game. I'm not totally opposed to that. Maybe we'll do. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. But either way, now also Little Caesars, baby. Go to Little Caesars. 15% off any online order. Use code SAVE15, code LCFREECC, free crazy combo with a pizza purchase. Sure, where can they find you doing your stuff?
WildcatAuthority.com and the Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby.
All right, everybody. You guys are awesome. She
from Pike.
Man, I'm going to get mine.
Get my sheet.
Yeah.
We need your super snaps.
Oh, yeah, super snap. Sorry.
What a
$5 super snap. Yeah, Jeremiah Dibble, $9.99. Arizona wins. Charles Oliveira.
Good night for Dibble. Good night for Dibble.
Good night for Dibble. Yes. Another Q1 win. Lil Guillermo, Lil G. We go get our sheet. All right, what else we got? OC Bodybuilders, $4.99, 29 regular season wins. Let's go back to Pete, or back to Burries and Pete. Yes, UFO. It's not snitching if they've been tripping. 88 crime. UFO's so street. Yes, yeah, dude. Robert McClassen. If Mike and Jason ever endorse Andre Veras, I'm calling 88 crime. Thank you.
You know that we've been kidnapped if that happens.
Yeah, exactly. All right, now Nancy Borg, $49.99. A great season with an A in there. Very much appreciate you, Nancy. You are great. Chris Tonner. Sarah says she's better at the rock ad than Sheer. Hey, Chris, we need you to actually, this rock ad that she did is very, very good. I actually sent this to you. Hey, Tonner,
oh yeah, she is. No, she's right.
Really, really good. That was you right. Keep her there, Toner. Very good job. Check it out. All right. Now what else we got? Okay. All right. On that note, though, I am tired. I am going to go eat drumsticks and go to bed. Some people.
I'm not going to bed for another 2 hours.
Cleaning out that front pipe. I know.
I'm right.
Yeah.
Shelby, make me a sandwich.
Yeah. I want some soda. All right. On that note, you guys are great. We very much appreciate all of you. By the way, I had no gas today. None.
I'm going to go get mine.
You go get your... Hey, by the way, you want to hear a funny joke real quick? So we were behind a Southwest gas truck, and it says on there, America's number one largest natural gas producer in the Southwest. And I said, nope, that would be me. Mike Luke, number one natural gas producer in the Southwest. Okay. No, I don't know a guy named Drumstick. But Thin Air Cat. Oh, great name. Thin Air Cat. Whoo. $9.99 super snap. Back the A, baby. Very much appreciate you. All right. Before we lose any more viewers, we're going to sign off, and we will see you on Monday. All right, see you on Monday. Hopefully, ADO will be joining us. Fingers crossed, West Side thrown up. Back the A, baby. Talk to you tomorrow or Monday. See ya.
Yeah.